The Board of Health explains what we can do as a community to stop recreational marijuana from reaching our youth. Stay informed with 2 upcoming informational nights, the details coming up. And later, we tap into our community's creative side, from an art exhibit to a community theater. See how our students showcase their impressive skills. Don't forget our weekly segment, Library Learning. New online resources will prepare travel lovers on their international journey. Those stories and much more ahead on ELCAT News Update. Thanks for tuning in to ELCAT News Update. I'm Anthony Federici. We begin the show with our weekly meeting recap. Recreational marijuana has become the topic of discussion at recent town meetings. With the legalization, the Board of Health wants to protect our youth. The main concern is the marijuana-infused edibles, which are the fastest growing segment in the market. Edibles present challenging issues for public health and safety. The board recently presented their concerns to the school committee and town council.
We know we don't want youth to use marijuana because their brains are still developing into the mid-20s. Developing brains are really susceptible to alcohol, marijuana, and other drugs that you put into it. It can actually change the brain for life. And the earlier you are when you start using substances, the more likely you are to develop an addiction later on in life. And right now in Massachusetts, more adolescents are seeking treatment for marijuana addiction than all other addictions combined, which is pretty significant.
The problem with alcohol, though, is you know what it looks like. You can put it in a cabinet that it doesn't, and you can lock it up. These edibles look like the regular candy that the kids eat. The gummy bears look just like any other gummy bear. So these are accidentally eaten by elementary school kids because they're in the house. They don't look any different than any other. And there's no other way to regulate it. We can't say you can't make these. So it's either you get all edibles or none. And the pictures of how they package it is really concerning in that they make them look like the candy bars and the candy things that you can have at home.
EL Health Director Amy Petrowski says the Board of Health is currently in process of collecting signatures to present to the Town Council on April 11th. The signatures represent the communities supporting and banning recreational marijuana establishments. If the Town Council supports the decision, they will then approve the ballot question for the June election. This will allow residents to vote whether recreational marijuana should be sold in East Longmeadow. Residents who are in favor of the measure can go to the town hall to sign the petition or may send in a letter of support addressed to the Board of Health at 60 Center Square, East Longmeadow. For those looking for further information, there are plenty of ways to stay involved. The Board of Health will be presenting to school PTOs and will also be holding a community forum on local control options regarding retail marijuana sales. The forum takes place on April 27th at 6 p.m. at Birchland Park Middle School. Community members are also encouraged to take part in an informational night put on by the Youth Safety Committee. Dr. Ruth Pody will discuss the neuroscience of addiction and the effect of substance on the developing brain on April 13th at 6 p.m. at Birchland Park Middle School. Feel free to contact the health department with any questions. Call 413-525-5400. Extension 1105. At the last Town Council meeting, Town Manager Denise Menard announced the appointment of Kevin Duquette as full-time Building Commissioner.
Also newly on board is our Building Commissioner, Kevin Duquette. He has begun standard office hours, 8 to 10 in the morning and 3 to 4 in the afternoon, to allow residents and businesses to come within predicted hours, not sort of, I wonder if he's here or not. I think it was his idea. It was something that I had thought I was going to suggest to him. He already had it posted within the first week on the job. So I think he's going to hit the ground running as well. The balance of his day when he's not in the office will be on inspections and zoning enforcement.
Duquette was officially welcomed by the Planning Board at their April 4th meeting. Duquette, who is the senior inspector for the Springfield Building Department, has served part-time in East Longmeadow on an interim basis for the past several months.
We're thrilled to have you on, and I know our town can definitely use not only a good inspector, but a good zoning enforcement officer.
He told the Planning Board that his immediate focus is on organizing the department and taking on some of the zoning enforcement issues that have been waiting for a permanent commissioner. Switching gears, we take a look at some pretty talented students, an incredible turnout at the 17th annual 5th grade art exhibit. Hundreds of family members, friends, students, teachers, and other community members filled Birchland Park Middle School's cafeteria in awe. 5th grade artwork was put on display for everyone to see. Not only was there art, but also music. Our ELCAT news team talks with the woman behind this creative event, art teacher Therese Moriarty.
So about a year ago I started teaching based on a practice called Teaching for Artistic Behavior. And you really let the kids direct what they want to do, how they want to do it. I teach methods, I teach about artists, I teach about styles, techniques, and they pick the things that really speak to them, and they learn what they want to learn. They specialize if they want to, or they just try everything. So it's an exciting event for them.
On the topic of creativity, St. Michael's youth players are a little over a month away from their opening night of Pinocchio. St. Michael's Players is a community-based musical theater group right here in East Longmeadow. We talk with one of the producers, Rose Stella, who shares the history of the group.
We began in 2005 with the St. Michael's Players, which was all ages community theater. I started the group along with Frank Jackson because I had taken a job here as religious ed director and I didn't know anyone. So I wanted people to get to know me in a personal way other than just, through God. So we started the St. Michael's Players in 2005. And then Adam Momborg came on in one of our shows. He was a cast member in 2013, I think, in Music Man. And he was so great with kids and had such a great heart for kids. And then he began assistant directing with us. And it was Adam who wanted to start the youth players. And he was such a great face of St. Michael's that we started the youth players last year. So now we have the regular St. Michael's Players for the fall and the youth players for the spring.
The theater chooses well-known Disney productions such as Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella. Director Adam Malberg says he chose Pinocchio this time for the male lead, giving boys a chance to become the lead role. Get your tickets today to reserve your spot for this magical experience. You can purchase tickets at stmichaelsplayerswixsite.com. Choose from the Friday, Saturday, or Sunday show, or all three. Show dates are May 19th through the 21st. Now it's time for our weekly segment, Library Learning, where we let you know what's happening at East Longmeadow Public Library. First, the new library online resources make international travel a breeze. Learn about different cultures, languages, historical, and economical information. Prepare for your next travel experience with the help from the library. All you need is your library card, whether you're in the library or in the comfort of your own home. The resources can be reached through the library's webpage at eastlongmeadowlibrary.org. Lastly, the library welcomes family members to a movie matinee. Experience the hit movie Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures is the story of African-American women mathematicians who served a vital role in NASA during the early years of the U.S. space program. Don't miss it on Sunday, April 2nd at 1 p.m. in the library community room. Well, that will do it for this edition of ELCAT News Update. Be sure to stay connected with us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at ELCAT01028. And don't forget to watch us on cable channels 191, 192, and 193. For cable channel times, make sure to check out our ELCAT program guide. Guides are available at the Town Hall, Library, Senior Center, and through our website at eastlongmeadowma.gov. Also, check your mail as the programs will be delivered monthly within the reminder. Until next time, I'm Anthony Federici. Thanks for watching. See you next week.